Good morning. We're back in the fields today for a change. We've had enough of the beach for a little while, though we are going to go back out onto the beach in the next few days. Well, I wasn't actually going to film this today. Started off filming it. I mean, we've been here for a couple of hours, and the fields that I wanted to do, I've kind of done the area I wanted to do, and the other fields I wanted to go on, can't really go on, they're just too soft. So we've come onto this field today, and this field's never really produced anything. So I took all my camera off, left it in the boot of Les's car, and I thought I'm not going to bother doing it. But I've just had a find which was worthy of putting on film, so I'm not going to tell you what that is. You're going to have to watch the video to we've had to film that on Les's camera because obviously I didn't have my camera on me, but Les kept his on because I really wasn't expecting to find anything. So the machine, I don't know if you can see that, the machine is over there in the middle of the field, right by where Les is leaning over, and that is exactly where I just found the find I've just dug up. So as I say, you'll have to watch the rest of the video. I mean, it won't take too long because, as I say, we've only been here a couple of hours, and I haven't really found much. That's why I put the camera away. I thought, well, this is going to be a day where we're not going to get a video out of it, and sod's luck is you find something and you haven't got your camera on you. So as I say, we had to film that on Les's. But yes, back on the fields just for today. We're going to be doing Southend Pier again because I had a rather unpleasant comment from someone saying that the ship halfpenny I found in the original video wasn't genuine. I've obviously taken it with me because it was too clean. It should be green if it's been in the exposed to seawater since 1940, whatever it was. So I'm going to go and do the pier again and dig every single signal on camera, so that if I do get another one, which is obviously a possibility, then that should shut certain people up. I don't like being called a liar. Everything we find on our films is genuine. If it comes out nice and clean, it's not my fault. But anyway, that's enough of a gripe. We're going to carry on, and I'll see you on the next hole.
Well, morning. We are back on a field. I've just started. I only come up there, found a few bits of scrap. Just got a signal here, it's nice and clear. 1208. Unfortunately, just a button. Nothing on it either. But that's the first decent signal and something. There you go. Let's hope it gets a bit better.
Right, we're out on the farms today. There's Les over there. Obviously I don't want to show too much. Been here for about 3/4 of an hour to an hour, and I've just had my first find of any kind of consequence. It's a Roman hobnail. Yeah, I'm struggling quite a lot. I mean, I've had some lead, obviously the usual, I mean, an enormous piece of lead there. But yeah, other than that, nothing really. We were going to go out and do the pier today, but Les texted me last night and said that he's got the car for the whole day, so we decided to take a drive up here. It's supposed to rain this afternoon, so we thought we'd get up here early. I mean, it's pitch black when we got here. It's kind of daylight-ish now. It's not brilliant, but yeah, there's Les over there, just coming down. So anyway, let's crack on. I've been on this field, well, I haven't been on this field in 18 years, I think, there or thereabouts. And the section of the field I'm in at the moment, I was actually on this field when a friend of mine found 2 gold staters. Not both on the same day, but he found 2 gold staters off of this actual field. So I'm completely smothering the area where he found them, and I'm not having any luck. And I found a Celtic fibula brooch on one of the other fields on this farm late last year before I started doing this filming, and a Torque Celtic Talk was found on another field over behind where Leslie's standing. So, and also I had a what's it called, a bronze unit, which was a forgery, but it was an actual forgery from that actual period. It wasn't forged later, it was actually forged during the Iron Age era. But anyway, that's enough waffle, let's crack on.
Okay, we've had a little find here that I think is very interesting.
I don't know who it is though. It's got the coat of arms on one side, the shield, so it's definitely either Lizzie, which is the most likely, or it could be Henry VIII or someone like that. I can't actually see the bust on it.
Can't really see on here.
There's the coat of arms. You can see the coat of arms.
Can't really see if it's focusing or not.
Don't get too close, otherwise it'll go blurry. But yeah, that's the first.
There we go, first signal.
That's the first signal I've had on this field. And chuffed, as you can imagine. Considering I said that I was thinking about going back into the field, just sitting over there. But now I don't think I will.
Kneel. No.
No, now I think I'll carry on. It's the first time I've had for a few weeks.
Excellent.
First time out in the field.
That's my turn.
Well, you'd like to think so, wouldn't you? Right, cheers! Right, I'm going to live dig this one, simply because the signal is there, and just there is where I found the hammered. So let's do a live dig, let's see what happens. Right, with this out. Alright, let's see what we can see. Oh, it's still down here somewhere. Right, it's in here. Right, it's in here. Oh, I thought I had another one for a minute, but no. This time, we just have a button. Not finding a massive amount today, but I'll try and do a few more live digs today if I can. But anyway, that one is just a standard, everyday, boring old button. Okay, I have a signal here just giving off 1314, which is the same numbers as that hammered I got. So, you never know. Right, with this out. Right, let's see what we can see. Right, well, this is in my hand apparently. No, it's not in there. This is looking like a lump of lead or so. Hang on. No, it's a tiny, tiny little piece of nothing. This is the sort of stuff we're digging up today. Right, onwards.
Okay, not really had very many good signal. We haven't had any good signal since I think it was that button. Anyway, been going for a while on this field. Just found this It was coming up as 1038. Good two-way signal. It's just a square thing. I'm not quite sure what that is. Looks like it's broken off this end. And there's a line going through that end there. Don't know what that could be from. Who knows?
Well, Liz is coming over for a chat to see what he wants. How's it going?
My arm's killing me.
What have you had? Anything? Other than that button?
Well, some scrap. I've opened the screen right up and just digging all sort of clear signals.
Yeah, I'm only digging clear ones. I'm not digging the iffy ones anymore because they all seem to come up as these tiny little bits of something or other.
Well, just tiny bits of scrap and nails and don't know, rubbish really. Nothing of any interest.
Yeah, I'm doing my usual up and down in lines from where I got that hammered, which is.
I'm doing my usual.
You're wandering, I know. I keep coming across your footprints. It's nice to be on this, you know, it's this kind of smooth carpety field, isn't it? It makes a nice change.
It's lovely, isn't it?
The field that I want to go on, which is better than this one, is obviously that one over there, but you sink so deep into it because it's so fluffy on the top. No point doing it.
Try it a bit later.
Oh yeah, once it's been rolled down, yeah, these have all been rolled.
Yeah.
But unfortunately there's not many. What I'm doing now is every single time I get a good diggable signal, I'm just live digging it now, trying to get the footage up. I've dug a button.
Not helping on that front.
Yeah, no, I've dug a button.
Oh, yeah.
I'm filming you as we speak.
Oh, well, yeah, good job I didn't swear then.
Don't worry after I detect. That's foul language, wasn't it?
Yeah, not a family show, that one.
No. Well, I mean, it is what it is, this field. I told you when we came on it, which is why I took my camera off, that there's nothing on here. And then what do? Walk down the field, find a hammered with no camera on.
Yeah. It's going to happen.
So then I go back to the car, get my camera, put all my gear back on, and then I found a button since that. It's a sod's luck, isn't it?
Yeah. That's what happened.
We'll plod around on this one for a little while longer.
Yeah. Have a
and
sandwich and then move over.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'll work my way back up to the car now and we'll stop off for a cup if you want.
Alright, yeah, do that.
Yeah, and then we'll decide what we're going to do from there.
Yeah.
If you want to move fields, just let us know which field you want to go on.
Quick.
So unfortunately, you can't get onto those little ones for me. You're going to have to go back over to where we started on that little field, and you can walk around from there by the looks of it.
Yeah.
But these ditches on the edges here, they've dug them really deep. You can't get across. Irrigation ditches around the edge of these fields. I mean, all the way around. I looked over there, and I've looked down there, and you just cannot get across them. But that field there, I'm sure used to be part of this one.
Right.
Say 18 years ago. I don't know how long these trees have been growing here. Do you reckon they've been here longer than 18 years?
No.
So I'm just wondering whether they planted these trees along and made, because I'm sure that all that used to be part of this field. I don't remember it being long and thin like this. It used to kind of go around at a weird angle. I don't remember those little fields ever having been over here. And the big one over the back by our little one, that kind of wraps around the little one. It never used to do that.
Yeah, well, we'll give it a little whirl. We'll be able to walk through there. Go and have something to eat, walk through there.
Well, you can walk through onto the really rough field and then onto that rough field, but I don't know if you'll be able to get onto this one.
Got a load of bees there, can you see?
No.
Beehives.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I don't think they're occupied though. Oh, no?
I just walk around. Come out rather swiftly.
You weren't annoying the bumblebees then, were you?
Come straight out. Not getting involved with that.
Right, well, let's go back and have a cup and we'll decide what we're going to do, yeah?
Alright, yep.
Right,
Sounds good to me.
crack on. Right, I have signals coming up here as 9, 10, 11. Which probably means it's going to be a bit of rubbish, but it's a good, crisp signal. So it could be worth a bit of a dig. Normally I wouldn't bother with these, but because we're getting so few signals, God. Whew. Right. It seems to have vanished. It's the trouble with digging these iffier signals. It was back again. And sometimes I've seen that iffier signals do produce some good stuff, and it's out at last. I dug halfway to Australia to find it, but it is out. Hopefully it's not a bit of rubbish. Right, it seems to be over here somewhere. Oh, this is the problem I've been having today, digging the stuff out, and once it's out, not being able to locate it. There we go. Oh, what we got? Oh, it's a button after all that. I thought it was a token at first. It was very, very thin. But then you got the loop at the back. So anyway, it's another button.
I just got another 1208 signal, and thought it was a little coin, but it's not. It's a button, exactly the same as that last one actually, but there you go, a not so interesting button.
Okay, second signal on here. Let's give it a 2021. There could possibly be something good. As I was saying first thing this morning, I've never had a lot of luck on this field, but a friend of mine has found 2 gold staters on here. All I've ever had off of this field was a little bronze Roman grot right at the field entrance. I don't know if that or not. It was a good signal here originally. Right. Oh, right, looks like I've just missed it in the sidewall here. Ah. There we go. I don't know what the hell that is. It's a little fastening loop from something. Don't think it's overly old. Yeah, just a little fastening loop off of something, and it does actually move. Alright, onwards. I've just dug this really big hole just to find that. Unbelievable. Tiny little button. Alright, let's keep going.
Okay, just wandered onto this other field next to where we, Darren's on the other ones, where we just was. First signal, just literally walked on 12:10 coming up on the E-track, and it is another button, a 4-hole button there.
Right, I've got another 13-14 signal. Oh, I can see it. Yeah, just not having any luck at all on this field. Yeah, it's another button. But at least I suppose things are starting to come out now, even though they are only buttons. Right, I've got another signal. This one's 25 signal. Oh, could it be a coin? Probably not. There's having no luck at all. Well, it's staying the same amount. It's still saying 24, 25. I'm quietly optimistic about this one. It's not very often I'll be able to say that today. Oh, I'm starting to sound iffy now that it's out though. Right. Oh, we're going to have the same problem with it. It looks like a buckle. It is, it's a buckle. And it's still got its pin. Yeah. There you go, a buckle. That's one of the better finds I've had today. Still got its pin attached. I don't think it's a particularly old buckle, but I don't think it's a newish one either. Oh, I'm happy with that. Yeah, buckle. Right, that's the end of another session. Very long, very hard. We're both absolutely worn out because these fields have been damp all day, and it just weighs you down on your feet. We've been here for about 6 hours, and all we've had is buttons, a buckle, and obviously I had that hammered, which I think is probably a Lizzie the First. Looking at it again. Yeah, it has been a very long day, very hard going, and I started off this morning on a field because this farm has got a Celtic history. There's been quite a lot of Celtic stuff come off here over the years. So I started off on the field I've actually personally never found anything on, but a mate of mine found 2 Celtic gold staters within the case of a couple of weeks. So I keep going over there, keep trying, and still never find anything over there. So we thought we'd come up to the other end of the farm where I'd previously, 18 years ago, found an old bronze unit which had been clipped, and the museum said to me that that was an actual forgery, but it was forged back in those days, over 2,000 years ago. So we thought we'd go and give it a go over there, but the plough had obviously ploughed it, but not done anything else with it, so it's just too hard going. So we ended up on a field that I know from previous experience just never gives you anything. So I took all my camera gear off, walked down walked down the field without that and got hammered. So Les had to film that. Right, future events. Les and I are going to be hitting the pier, as I said earlier. We're going to be hitting the pier over the next few days, possibly early on next week. Other than that, we've got no plans to go anywhere. So if we do go to the pier in a couple of days, until then, bye bye for now.